All right, hello guys. It is day 11, and day 11 we are going into our finance goals. And who doesn't want to have so much money that, my to go away, my hair towel is made out of $100 bills, right? Let's get this video started. Alright you guys, my name is Jaime and I am the J in JLOVES, and on this channel I am all about sharing all of the things that I love, because if I love it, maybe you'll love it too. So if you are new to this channel, or this is the first video that you're seeing, we are doing a whole Heaven on Earth planning month. Please check out the video playlist here to get started. You can definitely catch up because we are really taking our time going step by step. But if you're back for more, great. Yesterday we went into our fitness goals. So this is the second set of actual goals, because we did all of the big picture things and we're now diving in and choosing goals for each one. Now, my apologies for yesterday. I was in such a rush that I forgot a couple of things regarding setting our goals. And the first one is a reminder to get into state. Go back, look at your vision, your purpose, what excites you, what you love. Dance, get excited, feel it, live in that moment. Be in that moment. Be that person now that you're excited about for in life. And then go into the goals. And even before that, for each goal setting, like today we're doing finance, think of that big picture vision and dream for finance. So we should have done that for fitness. So, and even if you have the Oola Planner, the $12.99 Oola Planner, links below that you can print out, you would have seen that it shows for fitness. You know, what is your dream? What does that look like? Why? And then notes. So I think for me, for fitness, I put my dream is I am vibrant, energized, confident, disciplined, and glowing. I want to glow. Why? Because I want to love myself and also to inspire others and to have the energy that I need, deserve, and want, so that I can make a difference in the world. Alright, so for finance, I'm going to take their default to here. The I am financially free and living abundantly. I don't know about you guys, but that sounds perfect for me. So I'm going to take that. And why for me? I want to be kind of free and clear of my daily, concern, my mind, so that I can focus in on the important things and joys of life and helping others, right? Because when we are like, thinking about money, thinking about the bills, like those are not a great use of our time, but it takes up so much of our time. I know it has for me for years, because this is one of my lowest scores in this area. Is finance, and it's even more challenging when you're starting your own consulting business and things of that nature, which I did a few years ago. And it was not until last year that I started really understanding how contracts work and consulting work goes, doing all of the inner work so that I could do it on my own. That took a lot of self-love and self-confidence that I had to build for that, because I was just so used to a position. I was just so comfortable just getting hired and doing that. But when I had to do it on my own, it was quite the challenge. So I won't keep this long, because as I don't know if you guys know, I am out, Natalie and I are out in Vermont. We're skiing this week, so I am mixing in work with this trip, but I want to keep this kind of short. But for the finance goals, remember they're SMART goals, right? They're specific, they're measurable, they're accountable, they're realistic, and they're time-based. So I will tell you that I would tell you that my suggestion and what I did these last couple of years are getting really clear on money. I mean, extremely clear. So if you don't have a budget, you want to get on it. And a lot of times we think of budget, we think of like trying to nickel and dime where we're spending money. That's not it. A budget, a tight budget, means that you know where every single dollar goes, when, how, and why. And if you know, for me, that was a very scary and challenging thing because I didn't want to look at it. I was just so afraid of it. I was in such a challenged spot with finances that you know, it was just overwhelming. But I can tell you that, like with most things that we're afraid of, if you get clear on it, when you actually look at it, you know what you're dealing with and you immediately feel better about it. You know, it doesn't look so big and scary once you can get a grip on it, understand it, and then take it from there. So I would say that for anyone who doesn't have a tight budget, like literally, you know, knowing exactly how much you're spending in groceries a month, like you might have it in your mind, but I mean really knowing, I would say that's one of the first things that you should do. Another one that you can do is, if you've never done a no spend a month, that is incredibly eye-opening. Those two things, a no spending month and getting super clear, writing down every single bill, just collect all your assets, get really tight. I would say that those are two things. A no spend month means that you are basically, you know, outside of your regular bills that you have to spend, and any things that are just really major, like let's say it's like a parent or a kid's birthday, like you know that you want to do something, but outside of that, no restaurant getting, no fast food shop, nothing outside of that. There is a devoted no spend month. You mark every single thing that you get, and I promise you that will change your life. No Amazon purchases. You will get extreme clarity on, wow, okay, and then you'll realize actually how easy it is to do. So those two things I would say you could start with if you've never done a finance goal for yourself. And then of course there could be finance goals of how much you need to make, but again, like if you haven't done a budget, you might not know what you really need until you get there. I'll tell you mine just in case you're curious. Mine, since I've done my personal budget and all of that, and I've done plenty of no spend months. In fact, I'll probably be doing another one. I like to do them every other month or so. Maybe not every other month, but like I like to do them a lot because I need it. But for me, mine will be getting down my business accounting really tightly. I've done my personal side, but I need to get my business side really tight. Me hire a CPA this year, you know, get somebody helping me doing my business and my personal taxes, you know, getting every dollar understood, all of my expenses. I have a lot of expenses for business, so I want to make sure I'm tracking all those correctly and doing all that. So that's one of mine. A second one of mine, I think, you know, last year I did a 10K a month, but you know, just with work, like just anything that could do that. And this year, because I do want to focus on JLOVES, as you can tell, I don't know that I want to take on a lot of projects or a lot of consultant work for companies that way. You know, like, I don't know if you guys know, I work with the National Museum of American Indian, which I love, part-time as a consultant contractor for technical training. And you know, if I take on another one of those, that's gonna eat up a lot of time. I'm willing to do it, but you know, let's see if I can figure another way. I've always figured wanted to do something on my own. So if I can make, you know, even $5,000 a month on my own, and I'll give you an example. Let me know in the comments below if you're excited about this. But if I want to make $5,000 a month, for example, outside of the Smithsonian, outside of NMAI, how do I do that? Well, I could get for $5,000 a month, I could get 5 clients that pay me $1,000. That's one way, right? You just keep breaking it down into what do they need, how much do you need to make per person or per client. One of the things that I just made an investment on is a bunch of e-learning type of courses and things of that nature. So I just purchased an entire library. I'm so excited about it, and I want to be able to have a community where I charge a monthly fee, small monthly fee, as small as I can go, and they get access, everybody gets access to this library that I spent a ton of money on, and it's all things HR, it's like soft skills type of learning, you know, anger management is one of them as an example, you know, I don't know, how to be a better leader. It's a bunch of things like that. But then I also want to give internal classes where we actually go in and meet, you know, once or twice a month. So maybe for $50 a month, they're going to get access to all these courses that would usually cost, you know, upwards of thousands of dollars. They're going to get access to that, and then access to a group where we're all entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, consultants, etc., or just people that wanting to grow personal growth, etc. And then I give, you know, mini classes where everybody can join in on Zoom. We can talk about business, we can talk about all kinds of different things. So that's an idea. So as an example, let's say I wanted to make $10,000 a month on that. I would need 200 people at $50, and, you know, or 100 people that are willing to pay $100, not willing to pay, but I have to give service that would be $100, worth $100 or more a month. Now, of course, what you're trying to do is you're trying to give people, you know, so much value that it's like $300 or $400 a month, and they're only getting it for $100 a month. So you have to put in a lot of value, but that's on the business side of things. I'm just sharing you with my goals. So if you're interested in that and you think that's a good idea, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you would be one of the members, one of the JLOVES members, or I have another a business trade name, Joy Sparkers. So I've always had this idea of that, a group of us that want to spark joy in others, that we form a thing together and offer that. So yeah, so let me know if you would be interested in that for $50, $100 a month, getting, you know, classes, you know, kind of one-on-one with me. We get on Zoom, things of that nature, get access to an entire library, etc. Okay, and so the third goal, finance goal that I'm gonna have is to have 7 months of expenses saved. So that's, you know, saving for that time frame. I think some people do like 3 months, 4 months, but I would like to have 7 months of expenses, you know, in cash, ready to go. You never know. I mean, in this day and age, we really don't know ever what's gonna happen, and you know, I think 7 months for me would be a nice good cushion. I know some people save like a year's worth, but I just don't know if that's in the books for me this year. So those are my finance goals. I hope you're having a great day, a great week, and that you're having fun, you're doing your goal setting, and the more that we do this, the better. After we do all of these goals, we're gonna take back a look and see how we're doing on our vision boards. Are you guys creating your vision boards? Like, I know when I get back from Vermont and I have set all of the category goals, I'm gonna go back to our vision boards because we should be creating that, and then we can take a look at that together. So tomorrow is family goals, and we will talk about that more tomorrow. All right, I love you guys again, and I hope you guys are doing amazing. Bye.